Hello and welcome back to Designing with Reggie. As you can see, the improvisational piece is completed. Now, let's talk about it. When you're improvising and you're just draping in the fabric, remember you're allowing the fabric to do what you want you're allowing the fabric to do what it wants to do. All you're doing is just following the directions of the fabric and listening to the fabric. Remember, I started pinning right here on the shoulder and then gathered under here to create this very pretty couture-like bow detail here. Then I went around to the side following exactly what the fabric was telling me to do and pinned along the side seam. Then I carried that all the way to the back. And then remember my conundrum. And my conundrum was, how in the world am I going to get this to stand up? So I gathered the material and came up to the top of the shoulder. And once I pinned on the top of the shoulder, I knew that the gown would be able to stand up on its own without any support. Then I was left with a bunch of fabric with nothing to do with it. So what I decided to do was to go ahead and pin along my side seam, and the excess fabric that I had, I just created this beautiful side detail with the excess fabric that I had, because I thought that this would be absolutely, I had a pin to come out and pushing it back in. I thought it would be absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna push her back so you can actually see the detail that I created and the silhouette that I created with this one piece of fabric and how it looks as a whole piece of garment. What I didn't show you was where the armhole goes. So this is the armhole. This is where the arm will go. It will go there. And now the problem that I'm going to have is, how do I begin to construct the dress? Meaning, how am I going to sew this? I can't take it off the form, because if I take it off the form, it's gonna fall apart. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to hand stitch and hand sew this entire garment, because if I take it off the form, it's gonna fall apart. But remember, I have an inner structure right here that allows me to attach the waist together. And over here on the side, you can't see, but the gathers, that's the only thing that I have to be concerned about. And the gathers are also attached to the inner structure. So that's really all I have to worry about, keeping the form and the shape and the silhouette of the dress together. So I encourage you to try improvisational draping or improvised draping. It's fun. It gives you a great opportunity to be expressive and listening to the fabric and working with the fabric and sculpting the fabric. Now, I'm going to work on this and get it done hopefully this afternoon. But if not, I'll see you tomorrow. Happy designing.